Okay, guys. Well, we are back, and we're reading a different story now.
By we, he means me and him.
Yes. We once again have my friend Andrew here with me. He's going to be reading for this session, and he'll be reading...
Jordan's your lovely commentator.
Thank you. He will be reading Pandoras Song by...
Can you hear us getting closer to the screen to read this?
Plink. Yes, by Plink. Author of 18 stories, as it proudly states on fanfiction.net.
Hooray for them.
This is rated M. It is English. And,
Horror romance. A. Wesker and Chris R. No idea who those people are.
Albert Wesker and Chris Wedfield.
Oh, cool. Okay. Anyway, reviews 5. Updated 10/25/11. That'd be October 25th, 2011. Yeah, I'm that stupid. Published. The month before August.
July?
July. Yes, July 17th, 2011. ID 7189761.
If you really wanted the ID number.
I'm just thorough with this shit.
Okay, and this is supposed to be a flashback fic post Resident Evil 5, and it contains body horror, kinky sex, drug usage, OC, creepy crawlies, hallucinations, and Wesker. I guess that's like a category of its own.
Man, this Wesker guy must be bad.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, and I have to read this.
He wears sunglasses at night, like a boss.
Oh, that kind of bad. I thought you meant like bad.
What is bad?
One day you'll learn, and then you shall understand.
Apparently I am his apprentice in evil.
Everyone is.
Well, anyway, we're going to start before we hit 3 minutes of full talking to one another.
Wait, this says 72 somethings.
72 what? What?
Oh, measures. We're at measures. That means we've gone for... Quick, what's 4 times 76?
That's it. You know what? We're going to time. Oh my god,
damn.
we've been talking for 2 minutes and a half. Okay, we're going to the story. Sorry, people.
All right, ready? Pandora's Song. Chapter 1. New player. Insert coin.
Wait, what?
Insert the fucking coin. You have to start the game.
But I don't want to insert the coin. I bought this shit at fucking Walmart.
That's just what it says, okay?
Fine.
Let me read. At first, it had been a week, just to get the paperwork sorted out at HQ, to get information. The 4 of them had sat in that pokey little office and listened to what was being said and had, at the time, agreed. Because it was the right thing to do. Reports needed to be filed, horrors worked through. No, they did not want the number of a licensed therapist. They'd been through it enough to know how to deal with it. Or in Jill's case, do not talk about it. Ever.
Deal with it, bitch!
Then, banished. They went back to their collective motels, stared at the walls, and waited it out until the BSAA called them in once more so they could stop looking at paint. Oh, wait, that was just my commentary. I'll stop that now. Okay, ready? By the time the second week had finished, people were naturally starting to get a bit antsy.
In their pantsies.
Wow, you went there.
Yep.
I love you. Josh had to leave. He had things he needed to do. Shiva. S-H-E-V-A is Shiva.
Sheva wanted to get back onto the road again.
Jill's nightmares were getting worse. Chris was becoming more and more distant. Those same 4 walls, those same streets, this quarter of Nairobi. Hey, I know how to say it. I was just making sure I said it right, okay? The officials of the BSAA were not letting them go anywhere, at any time.
Why the fuck not?
Suddenly, it was passport difficulties. Where was Jill's ID anyway? Could she really say she was Jill Valentine? Who could back that up apart from the immediate circle of BSAA operatives?
Why do you need... Who the fuck do you need? The fucking president to be like, this is definitely Jill Valentine.
Probably. She didn't look a thing like her picture, you know? And then the monsters started coming back. Holy shit, we're gonna die, bitches!
Oh my god, monsters came back!
I thought when I killed them, they'd stay dead. Double tap.
Bitch.
They let Josh go first, but only because he knew the teams in this part of Africa. There had been a few incidents collecting the materials from each danger zone. Samples, equipment, and one team had gone missing.
Wait, you let Josh go off on his own again?
I can't say these people are smart, obviously. Josh begged for Chris or Shiva to join him, but was stonewalled at each turn. Maybe they just hate him.
We'll send Jill with him. He went on an entire fucking extra mission with her, and they did fine. I mean, he looked at her ass a bit too much, but they did fine.
He's a he, she's a she. That's the way that works. Okay. They relented finally, allowing... There should not be a commie there. Allowing Shiva to go with him, but on close watch. But Chris? No. He was to remain off duty. He wasn't... well.
Why not?
He got sick, you know.
Oh, okay.
The loss of Wesker had hit him harder than he'd thought possible.
What?
He hadn't realized how deeply he'd felt for his former captain.
When?
Obviously at this story's turn point. That's the thing that happens.
When he shot his head off with a fucking rocket launcher?
That would be cool. Did that happen?
Yes, that happened.
Oh my god, I'm so behind
He
in video
and
games. Shiva
shot his head off.
Yes, that is spectacular. That is what people should do to not become zombies. Take note, valued listeners. Do not become zombies. No. Shoot yourselves with rocket launchers.
If you become a zombie.
Yes, only if you contract the T-virus. Otherwise, don't do it, so no one can blame me. I take no part in any rocket launcher warfare. Now then. Where was I? There had still been a connection there, and despite the adrenaline rush during battle, he hadn't wanted the man to die.
What?
He was despicable. He was evil. But he had still protected and raised Chris in the ranks of STARs.
Stars. Just call it
STARs.
stars.
Fine, I'll call it stars. Oh, you mean like the movie network? I mean, and then looked after him. Looked after them all in some weird, unfathomable way.
You know, like that pedophile uncle of yours who...
I do not have a pedophile
never
uncle.
mind.
He's just a mountain man that shoots shit, and that's kind of scary. He'd not killed Jill. He could have. And while Jill was quiet on all fronts, to do with her involvement with him, mind control didn't leave much for actual memories. Mind control! Yeah, that's what it was. There hadn't been any actual injuries. Where did it all fit together? How did it all work? And why did it feel so wrong?
Well, when somebody's inserting something into your body and you don't want them to, first, you gotta say no. Then, you gotta get out of there.
With Wesker, at least, you knew what you were doing. The man had flair and had been blessed.
Blessedly predictable.
You're right, blessedly predictable. Wherever he showed his face. Chris still ached from the fights since Ouroboros incident. Oh, the Ouroboros incident. Mm-hmm. My apologies, valued listeners. But they were more in his mind than in the flesh. And as he retreated into his mind, growing quieter and more frustrated as the third week melted into the fourth, Jill only became more and more irritable, snapping at everything. Going cold turkey
that time of the month already?
P30 made coming off heroin look easy. At least in the first few weeks. Chris had been occupied with taking care of her as the process took hold, but now there was nothing more than anger and misery left in its wake. He couldn't even call his sister. What was the BSAA playing at? Whoa!
fucking Redfield.
Is that where we have the eyes? It's like capital O